Most of us at one time or another in our childhood were told to stand up straight. If you're part of Generation X or an early millennial, you probably had to do a test in middle school. And if you're a baby boomer, you might have had to take a posture test before going to college. A new book explores where the concern about proper posture came from and its relevance today.
We're talking to the author of Slouch, Posture, Panic in Modern America. Science historian Beth Linker joins us. Beth, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
So this is interesting. This all kind of stems from Charles Darwin and tying evolution into posture, and maybe parents or people thinking if we started slouching again, we would regress and go back to
being animals in the jungle.
I don't explain your thoughts on that.
Yes, that's right. So when Darwin postulated his theory of evolution, he made the pretty radical claim that the first step towards becoming human was standing up straight. And this was pretty controversial because before that, the way humans thought about themselves in comparison to animals was their big intellect. And so Darwin said, no, actually, humans evolved by attaining posture first, and then they got their intellect after that. And so this spawned a whole science in posture crusade, of health crusade. So you get these health providers who they see the population of people. Most of us are slouching, right?
Yeah.
And they think, oh no, we're going to devolve if we don't do something about this. So in 1914, a group of concerned professionals, physicians, physical educators, physical therapists, formed the American Posture League. And they came into schools to teach people the gospel of good posture.
Yeah, maybe that was a little too much, but are we saying in conclusion that bad posture is good, or does it matter?
It's more complicated, right? This message is a little bit too simplistic. We have many different anatomies, and no one posture standard can apply to everybody. So I'm not here to say that, slouching is good for you, but I think good posture stood in for things like straightness, that signified heterosexuality. It created a lot of stigmatization of disabled people. And so straightness stood in for a lot of things that I don't think it can really stand in for anymore. And only until recently have we had scientific studies to show that there really isn't, it's not necessarily a good health predictor, that if you don't slouch, then you think, oh, I won't have a future of back pain. And that just isn't really the case.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about what happened at colleges, these posture tests they used to do. New York Times Magazine did this whole expose talking about these pictures that universities used to take of people, and not just universities. Talk about that.
Yes. So that American Posture League that I talked about, they developed tools and technologies, and they used camera photography to take nude photos of college students. And before 1972, college students did not have autonomy or rights. The schools treated them, the schools were the parents and they were the children, so the schools could do whatever they wanted. And they took photographs and they graded these photographs. So when you would enter college, you would either have A posture, B posture, C posture, or D posture. And those with D posture were put into remedial classes.
Wow.
And those with A posture would be posture police.
Huh.
And
Yep.
they would go around and give other students demerits for having bad posture.
What, if anything, does this mean for chiropractic care? Is there any science behind that?
Oh, that's really complicated because chiropractors and any other kind of body workers think of spines in a very dynamic way. And my book is about, thinking about they wanted to distill down the message of human posture to one kind of posture. And so, if you think about it, when I tell people, if you have a parent or somebody telling you to stand up straight or sit up straight, the next question should be, for how long do you want me to do that? Because it's impossible for us to hold one posture all day long. And it's not even good for us to do so.
Yeah.
But I always, I see my kids like,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, would you just stand? It drives me crazy
Yeah.
when they look just all mopey.
Well, I think it was Darwin who said you look like a schmo, right? And stand up straight.
Yeah. Well, it's an interesting study. The book is Slouch, Posture, Panic in Modern America. For more, check out Beth's website and follow her on social media. And I'm talking to my daughters. You're still, please,
Yeah.
would you just stop? You're driving me crazy.
Right. Thanks, Beth.
Thank you so much.